Hey everyone, Alex Trades here, and I am back with another Myst game. I'm gonna see if I can get through all of these at some point.
Isn't it?
Ah! Oh wow, it's just normal! Oh, I love this.
We call it Tamana. We moved here
desert?
after H has finished writing Relation. He wanted us to have a new home too. I'm so glad to see you. I told Atris our paths would cross again. He was just going to grab something for a trip to Relation, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Unless he decides to check over the whole house first, which means he could be hours resetting all his padlocks. But I know he was looking forward to introducing you to the Dunny, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Why don't you wait in his study?
Hair is very long. So is it Rast? Or no, it is not. They made it a little better then.
You know, this trip is exactly what Atris needs right now. I haven't been able to get him out of the house for months, ever since he found his journals out of place. But seeing how well the Dunny have settled in on Relation should help him to finally relax.
That is not how I think that word should be pronounced, just by how it's written. She keeps bouncing this baby. Just gonna, like, shake it to death. Or you just keep talking to me?
I'm sorry, the other door.
Like, they had 2 grown sons. And she's able to have another baby? Oh, there's another book.
Well, my friend,
I
see you found the Relation book. Catherine tells me you've been here for some time. I'm sorry if I've kept you waiting. Since we'll be gone a few days, I needed to secure some of my things. And I also wanted to bring you this. It's a journal I kept while I was writing Relation. I thought you might find it interesting to read about what I'd hoped to achieve, compared to what the age truly is.
That is the same guy.
Just let me get my keys to unlock Relation and we'll be off.
Older, shorter, lighter
what
hair.
you've been up to in recent months.
Falling through voids?
No! No!
It's Brad Dorf!
Relation!
Wait. I'm just going in? Guess I'm just going in. I'm interested to hear what you've been up to. Not that you're going to say anything, because you never speak. Player character just jumps right in, doesn't even care. There he is! It's Brad Dorf! Go get him! So many now, and the progress we have made toward achieving it is something of which we all can stand proud. But I know now that it has been a mistake. The city of Dee should not be restored. What? Good job. Yeah. Like, I remember them talking about the Ginny and Riven. It should stand forever in ruins as both a symbol of our past mistakes and a memorial to all who lost their lives when Ginny fell. The devastating events of recent months, the war on Terrani, and the death of Uta in particular, have driven this truth home to me quite forcefully. If we rebuild the city walls today, are we not giving approval to the very illness that destroyed our civilization in the first place? Are we not setting ourselves up to repeat that pattern again in future generations? I have put much thought into this and have found only one solution. If we, the men and women who survived the downfall of Genie, are to thrive, then we must break the pattern of hatred which has destroyed so many lives. We must begin our civilization anew. And we can only do that if I write us a new age. I have spoken with Catherine about this, and she agrees. I only hope the others will see it as well. Bloody tiring. It's the whole reading out loud part. Will these people never cease to amaze me? I thought they would... Yeah, this is the next day. I thought they would object to my decision. After all, most of them linked back to Denise specifically to see the city rebuilt. But when I told them why we should not restore it, their response was immediate and unanimous. Whereas yesterday they thought only of rebuilding, today they concentrate solely on salvage. They intend to take from their ruined city only that which is best and move on. Everywhere I look, the enthusiasm for this new task is obvious. It heartens me, even as I face my own monumental contribution. I have written many ages in my lifetime, from my first timid attempts under the tyrannical tutelage of my father. God, what a sentence! To my most recent accomplishment, Averone. Never before has so much been writing on my skill. The age I am about to write must be all I ever imagined and more. How am I going to achieve it? This is June 1st. Catherine laughed this morning when she saw me drudging out my old notebooks. I must have made quite the picture, sitting near the embers of a fire surrounded by countless commentaries and journals. Some of them seemed more dust than paper, but the hours I spent sifting through them was worth it. Ideas for what this new age might be are tumbling around in my head. There are almost too many to catch hold of. Let me go to this image. This is very similar to some of the sites in the first two games. This, not so much. Obviously, I must choose some starting point as my anchor. Writing ages is a science, a precise... I thought it was an art. A precisely structured equation of words. Every equation needs it as its foundation, an underlying concept around which the age can develop. In the past, I have written my books around whatever idea intrigued me most at the time. I wanted to discover how the age to which the book linked would manifest the results of that idea. Sometimes civilizations had arisen, sometimes they had not. But whether a society had come to exist on the age or not, it was often a response to whatever concept the book I had written embodied. This time, my search for a concept must be weighed very carefully. I already have the civilization I wish to see develop. I know our history as a people and the paths we have followed to arrive here. Today, I must write a book which will link to an age that will allow us to continue on our way, growing ever stronger as one people. What underlying concept must this new age reflect that will best allow our civilization to thrive? He's like a god, yes. His dad taught him how to do this. Think of it like this. His dad is Old Testament God. Kind of a monster. And he's more like Jesus Christ, New Testament God. That's how I see it. Only they're real people who, like, he got married, he's had 3 kids, he first imprisoned his sons in books and then killed them. Did we kill his dad? No, we imprisoned his dad. That's right. We imprisoned his dad. June 5th. It has taken me some time, but I may have found my anchor. It came to me as I was considering what I know about the survivors of Denis. We have seen so much tragedy in our lives, from the destruction of the city to the suffering and loss of loved ones due to plague and deprivation. Yet even in the midst of our adversities, My kinsman and I have found the strength to keep going. We have tapped into our individual strengths and transformed ourselves into something much stronger. It is a characteristic I have seen in several of my ages. Whenever I focus my writing on the inherent energy sources in a world, long ago, grandmother taught me. Okay, there's more parents involved in this than I thought. Long ago, grandmother taught me that no possibility for life in an age exists without the presence of energy. By tapping into its latent energy sources, an age moves out of stasis. It grows, transforms, develops. Energy is the underlying fuel that powers all activity. To put it more simply, energy powers future motion. God, the science is just... Oh. Yet, as grandmother also liked to remind me, energy in an age takes on diverse forms. Each one has strengths and weaknesses of its own. How many forms will this new age contain? What do they mean by energy? Because every age I saw had gravity, it had sunlight, it had vegetation, it had molten cores sometimes. What the hell does he mean by energy? Oh, which type will be its dominant theme? Tomorrow I will link back to Myst and from there revisit several of my ages. Perhaps in my old worlds I will discover new ideas. June 6th. I had almost forgotten how painful it is to revisit Myst. In the 10 years since my sons, Sirius and Actinar, left me trapped on Myst Island and burned so many of my books. Okay, so how old is Catherine? I have questions because she just had a baby. It looks like his sons had imprisoned them when they were adults. And then 10 years passed. How old is Catherine? Wait, okay, maybe they're not really human. Maybe they have a longer period of fertility than human beings. And burned so many of my books. Catherine and I have rarely linked back. I told myself we were always too busy, first with writing ages like Averone, then with searching the ages of Denis for survivors. I always said we would spend more time on Myst eventually. The truth is, I have been avoiding the age. Seeing the island in its current condition ignites such anger and grief. I am immediately reminded of the betrayal of my sons, as well as the cruelty and greed with which they plundered my ages. I know I am partly responsible for these acts. I constantly wonder if there were something I could have done to reach out to the boys before enough. Yeah, I do have a question about that. About why his sons betrayed him. Like, Akinar was unstable. That was clear. And Sirius was really, like, almost sociopathic, essentially. So they didn't like each other either. But I just wonder, like, was it genetic or was there something wrong with how he raised them? But then at the same time, their grandfather is also a fucking psycho. So it's a really good chance that it just skipped a generation, the psychoness, and that Atlas is fine because and he's the anomaly, and there's nothing he could have done to make his kids okay, which makes me wonder about his daughter. Nothing can change the tragedies of the past. Okay. The thing is, though, you do have a daughter, a new kid, and you do have to ask these questions. Because you have to know whether or not it was something you did, something out of your control, so that, with the new kid, you don't fuck it up. Like my Denis kinsman, I must salvage what is best and move on. Perhaps in the process I will find forgiveness and hope. October 17th, once again, I am back on Myst Island. having completed a lengthy sojourn through several of my ages. The trip itself was not as inspiring as I had hoped. The Selenic age was especially disturbing. Which one was that? But has it not always been so? The very first time I went to the age, its uninhabited landscape was shaking with tremors. Okay, that's the sound island. At the time, I felt it was because the energy in the age was unfocused, as if it were at war with itself. Stability finally came, but even after it did, I never truly felt comfortable there. Yeah, I wasn't comfortable there either. I missed the more natural balance of ages like Channelwood. Channelwood was very confusing, though. Perhaps that is the lesson to take home with me. The need to too, have faced much turmoil in their history. Their lives have been unsettled enough. Perhaps I should be striving to offset the energy that already exists within our civilization by providing it with a more stabilized environment in which to grow. You took months to come up with the idea that you'd like a stable environment? An environment in which the natural equilibrium of the world serves as a counterpoint to the upheavals of civilization. The more I consider it, the more I wonder if I should make nature the foundation of this new age. Nature was part of all of the ages that I went into. I don't know what you're talking about. Worlds like Channelwood attain equilibrium quite easily, primarily because of one reason. Nature encourages mutual dependence. What? What? Are you just talking about ecology now? As one life withers and dies, it provides nourishment so that another might live. Plants become food for other animals. Other animals? Are you suggesting that plants are animals? And the waste products animals cannot absorb become nutrients to sustain the other plants. That wasn't good grammar. So long as nothing intrudes to upset this balance, nature can maintain itself indefinitely. An interesting metaphor to set as an example for my people. I think I will confer with Catherine on this subject. Her ages always exhibit symbiosis more dramatically than mine. Then have her write it. Perhaps she should help me write this new age. Perhaps she should write it. October 24th. I am so... Why do they have the same dates that we have? I am so tired. Like, okay, they are just numbers, but I feel like these are just the years that, like, you know, the Cyan team picked. I am so tired, I can barely think straight, but I will force myself to stay focused, for I have not written anything in days. The moment I went back to Denis, I was besieged with requests for my assistance. Master Timon wanted to consult over which stone cutters were worth salvaging, and did I think the rock in this new age would be difficult to sound. Oma and Essel needed my opinion about a new history they uncovered. Should they hold off on starting its translation, or would paper supplies be scarce in the new age? There were so many questions needing answers. I barely had time to see Catherine. She, of course, laughed at my dilemma, saying that I had no one to blame but myself. After all, I was the one who encouraged the Denis to start over. Naturally, it's so sweet of her to laugh at you. Naturally, they would look to me to keep them moving in the right direction, unless some other force stepped in to change that view. Her words made me realize a fundamental principle I had thus far been ignoring. All this time, I have been debating whether to make energy or nature the underlying framework of this age. Wait, what? Energy and nature are exclusive things? What is energy? Then I don't think it means the same thing that I think it means. But there is another equation to consider. An age based solely on the future motion of energy will face constant upheavals, most likely at the cost of tranquility, and an age based solely on the mutual dependence of nature can become so balanced over time it may cease to tolerate change. What? Yet, to continue to grow as a people, the Chinese civilization needs both occasional upheavals, duh, followed by periods of balanced stability, duh. Wait. Energy's ghosts, obviously. I have seen such situations occur naturally on several of my ages. Each time it was because I centered the writing around some dynamic force that I had decided to make prevalent in the age. Such forces allow the balance between forward motion and mutual dependence to fluctuate. As one concept takes precedent, the other recedes until another force surfaces to change things. As Catherine's insightful comment reminded me, dynamic forces spur change. I am too tired to think more on this tonight. Hopefully, in the morning, my thoughts will coalesce. October 25th. Catherine surprised me today. Apparently, while I was off visiting my ages, she linked to Myst by herself. She did not say so, but I could tell that her visit had been painful, more than ever now. I am convinced we must find a place to begin again ourselves. Perhaps when I have written this new age for the Tni, I will put some thought into where Catherine and I might live. Why not with them? October 28th. I cannot believe I did not see it before. All this time I have been struggling to describe the perfect age for the Tni. I have considered the then rejected several underlying concepts which I felt might best set the course for their future, as if I alone should determine how the Tni civilization will grow. Well, the environment in which a civilization exists does affect how it grows over time. That's just obvious. In my own way, I have become as egotistical as my father. How could you not? You create worlds. In truth, I owe this realization to Catherine. Of course you do. Sensing my indecision about the new age, she led me on a walk around me. Salvaging efforts were well underway, with teams of people scouring the ruined harbor district. As I watched my Dini kinsmen deciding which parts of their culture to retain, I realized they do not need me to determine their future. They are quite capable of setting its course by themselves, regardless of what age I write. Well, I mean, if you wrote them in, like, that area that your father was in, like, full of volcanoes, I think that would affect how they had their future. Because all those volcanoes might make things a lot harder for them. This realization has opened my eyes to the best way of approaching my task. I no longer need to worry about which underlying concept, energy, nature, or dynamic forces I should make prevalent in the age. Rather, I must strive to include them all. I must write a balance of systems into the descriptive book, enough so that the Tni people will constantly be challenged to attain their ultimate potential. You still sound like you're setting their future course. As grandmother often pointed out to me when we spoke about ages back on Myst, balanced systems stimulate civilizations. Why didn't you go with that one first then? At last, I feel I am ready to begin writing this age. Indeed, I am eager to begin, and have already come up with the perfect name. I know grandmother would have loved it. Of course, Catherine could tell the moment I turned to her that I had finally found my starting point. I babbled on excitedly for some time before I noticed the smile she was hiding. When I saw it enough to grow suspicious, she handed me one of my oldest age books. She must have picked it up when she went back to Myst. Seeing the name Jinanen emblazoned on the book cover, I could only shake my head. The one age I never got around to revisiting was the one that might have helped me the most. How foolish was I to have completely forgotten it. Where the fuck was this book? when I was on Myst. I think after I have finished this work, I should take one final trip, if only to help restore an old fool's memories. Oh, I'm done. I need to leave now. How do I... No. Now I don't know how to get out of the book. Okay. I need the manual. Just give me the button button to exit the journal. Come on. What is it? You guys suck. Give me an answer. Where is the, like, Myst III manual? Let's try that one. Oh god, it's so tiny. I can't read it. Sit back, relax, go fuck yourself. This is not what I would call relaxing. It needs 64 megabytes of RAM. Do you think I have enough? How do you I know how to install it. That's not what I'm asking. Playing Myst. Moving around. Right clicking. Yes, I know that, but question is, how do I get out? Why do you make this so hard, guys? Just give me a button prompt, for fuck's sake. And the manual doesn't even tell me how. Ah! God, why was it way over there? That's an interesting sound. Oh, I can turn it. What is it showing me? Now we're... Rather than go after Brad Dorff. Oh. It's It's not... It's like a big horn. I'm actually getting a little bit of vertigo. This is a little much for me. Oh. What is this place? Damn it. Created. I must be very careful. I must not let them know that I am free. I will read what journals I can find to figure out where his two sons are hiding. And when I've found the sons again, they're dead. I want to write that in his journal and leave it here so that if he comes back to it, he can see that they're dead. And when I've found the sons again, when I've got the whole family together, I'll bring them down. Atris and his family will suffer the way I have suffered for years. Cirrus and Akinar are not in Tamana. Every day I become more and more convinced Atris's sons are not there. What happened, Atris? Did you grow tired of them the way you tired of Navrayan? Did you abandon them the way you abandoned my people behind your shield? It does not matter. I can still take revenge against their father now that I am no longer stuck on Jananim. I can avenge all the dead in my world. I have already reopened his other books. So she found the Jananim book this guy was in, Braddorf, I'm assuming, and brought it to their new home, and he has been popping out of it to dig through Atris's journals. Okay. I have begun making changes in those worlds, using his own lessons against him. Oh no. There is still much more work to be done, but eventually I will lure him into this tusk. I will find some way to make him follow me here to Tamahanan. From Tamahanan. I followed you, though. He didn't. I did. Okay, we got a ring with, like, a stick over it. I don't know. I don't know. A duck penis. 3 stakes, 2 with, like, rings notched into them. Hi, Everett de Panger. This is the first time I'm playing it, ever. I would not say the Myst series is a favorite of mine. It's my favorite way to torture myself. Mostly just, I don't know how to play these. I don't have there's no nostalgia for me, and I don't know any of the puzzles, so it's just me trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out the controls was difficult enough tonight. For now, I will concentrate on the orbiter. It is not a natural part of its world. The material that creates it is like nothing I've seen. It reminds me just a little of the shield. And if it is the same material, it can't be damaged. Okay, I see cog. Triangle. Looks like he broke what the cog was supposed to move with a wedge. That's what that triangle is. Don't know what I'm looking at. The right of that. Okay, I see like it's like a dome that's split into fourths. He's done something. He's destroyed one of them, maybe. Taken the other one, maybe. And I see a ball being held by like a claw, but perhaps I can damage the other devices. Maybe those are his dates. No, it cannot be true. Surely his journals deceive me. He says he's brought them back. He says he's given his Snee brethren new life. But how? How can one man have so much power? How can one man's writings reawaken a dead world? I don't know what this means. By all that is sacred, Tamira, what can it mean? It doesn't change a thing. I can still continue as I planned. I can still seek revenge for my people. I will make my enemies suffer. By the weaving, Tamira, this changes everything. Wait, I thought you just said it changed nothing. This is... I have found a way... Nope, still coming. I have found a way to reprogram his scanning device. It requires scavenging parts from another mechanism in the tusk, but I think the gears I weave can still be operated by hand. Okay. See 3 weights. The first one lower than the other 2. Cog. That looks like some sort of tool, but I don't know what. And then 2 cogs. Okay. Alright. Okay. It is finished. All is ready for Atris's arrival. Tonight I will sleep among the ghosts. Then tomorrow I will link into Tamahana. When I link out, I'll be carrying his book. May the spirits of my people serve to guide me in this. See, there's plenty of pages for me to write that the sons are dead. There is an agony. Yes, there is an agony inherent in the process of playing Myst games. I keep, because the camera is free this time, I keep wanting to, use WASD. Okay, I see it. What is that? I was gonna say I see a shell, but that's disturbing, whatever it is. I don't know why I had to get really close to that. Oh, wait a minute. There's one of these crystal balls, and there are 4 of these wooden balls. Just in case that's an important thing to know. What's this? Is there a button somewhere? Feeling it would go down. Oh! Oh, it goes up. Okay, I was wrong. Alright, I'm locked in. I'm watching it. Brad Dorff! I had no idea you did one of these games.
Come to rescue your book so soon?
Do you not know what he looks like?
Not yet, old friend. Not yet.
What did you just do? Did you just... I suppose he wasn't expecting At-Risk to have a visitor? Hmm. What does this button do? Oh, it brings me back down. I did not know that. That makes sense. It's the world's weirdest elevator. Well, bring me back up. Wait a minute. You can pull the small lever too. That one takes you down. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you are missing legs. You're right. Literally, you have no body. Alright, so I'm back up here. Can I... Oh, it's locked. I see. Okay. Good to know. So we'll go back down. And then I'll just press the small lever. The player character is like, I saw a book that moved, I jumped into it. No, I just grabbed both of them again, even though my mouse wasn't on the big one. That's interesting. Because it looks like it also goes down, like there's space down there. So much of me going back and forth in this game. It's like, what does this do? Oh no, wait, go back. I wanted to do something else. Anything over here? There is a lever. No, it just... Nope, I don't know what that lever does. That was one of my complaints about the other two Myst games that before this was the non-free head movement, because I was like, I can literally look around and it drove me crazy. So it's an improvement, but it does confuse me because I feel like I'm supposed to be able to also use West. Whistling Rock. Oh, is this what he means by tusk? That's the elevator, isn't it? Somehow I have to get up there, I imagine. What is this? What's like it's broken? Like it's one of these, but it's broken? Is there anything else over here? Or... oh wait, there is. Oh! Literally turned that. Why would I want to? What's with the choral music? Oh, okay. I don't think I want to turn it anymore. Am I back around? I think I am. How I'm supposed to, what, get the light to go through all these? Or something? What's over here again? That, which I don't understand. And this, oh yeah, this space. I did not go down here. What is this? Is it, I can't get past it. I don't think that's the direction I want it to go. Right, yes, that way. Or I fucked up. I must have fucked up somehow. already. Is it? One. Is it facing that one? Okay. So I'm also getting lost. That's the red one. That's the one. So is it facing this one? I don't know. If it was, I assume the light would have gone. So it's not facing this one. How do I get over there? There's a path up there. Somehow. It's probably this. Yes. Okay, right now it's facing the red one, actually. Is that the one I wanted to face, though? It might be. Because I think I have to, like, double it back. Okay, that is clearly not the direction I wanted to face. Yeah, come right. Yes! Alright, now it's facing that one. How do I get down? Oh, there are the stairs. There's stairs down here? Yes. I just can't see them. Is there something over here? Ah, it's I wanted to not be right next to that wall. I'm trying to see what's over here. There's a tusk over there. Is that where I want to be? That might be where I want it to face. Now I just need to get back down there. And over there. Which I don't quote me on this, but I think this is the way to go. Tusk over here. But I don't No. No. This is not where I want to be. There's some way over there. Is it further down? There's a ladder over here, right? And then there's a pathway through here. Just open the door. Oh. How's my cancer-free cat doing? Hmm? Hey, you want some food? Is that what's going on? Sitting you got half an hour. You can wait. Can you wait? Or did you just want attention? You were asleep. Just with the 1,000-yard stare. You said I don't actually want on your lap. I just wanted to stand in front of the computer. Okay. So yellow is facing blue? Is that what that means? So if I go to the blue one, which I cannot see their colors from here, like at all. Can't zip straight over there, unfortunately. Can I zip from here? It's like, no! Okay, so if this is blue, then we have green. Someone remind me to go get my black pen when I I'm done streaming. I can't live without having all of my pens. So after green, that's yellow. I just wanted to be over there. Keep making me do it. Yeah, look at that side, Alex. It's so handy. Red. Hi, honey. What are you doing? Boop. Alright, and then after red, we have not that side. Wait, what? Yellow? That doesn't make sense. It could be pointed right back at it, right? What? I already have yellow. Oh god. I don't think this is gonna work. What did I do after red? Let's see, red is facing... Let's go. Red is facing that one. Which is... Let me zip over here? What's the point of zip mode? Is this one purple? Makes sense. Wait, purple is the one facing over there. It has to be last. So, what is this one? This one is yellow. Then what is the first? Is the first one orange? And I thought it was yellow. And then purple. Alright. Let's go back over there. And the quickest way over there is actually, I think, around this way. Okay, so yeah, no, wait a minute. What? Do I have yellow first? Still. There's only 5 colors. That's not possible. Maybe the first color doesn't matter. Alright, what's true? Backwards, maybe? Okay, maybe it is a repeat. What is it? Are two of them transposed, maybe? Is it? Maybe I cannot count. Wait, how do you get over there? Okay. So yeah, it's yellow, blue, green, red, yellow, purple, red. Okay. Maybe I know this now? Problem is, it's not just 5. Okay. So. Yellow. Blue. Green. Red. Yellow. Purple. Red. Got it done. Haha! I didn't have to look it up. Alright, now what did I do? Just move around. How do I know where I'm supposed to put them? Is there anything else in here, or is it just that? Okay, it is just that. Alright. It would really be anything. Is there anything in the journals to... I assume it's going to make a noise when I... like a different noise when I do it right. What? I'm wondering if I have any clues to this one at all. It reset. Oh god, I could just fuck with this for, like, literally forever, and I don't know that I would figure it out, because I don't think I have any clues. There's that notch, but I don't know what that means. Can this move? No. It's really the only things that can move are these things. Like, literally nothing else can move. Trying to hear if they make a different sound. They don't. Like, literally, if I have them still, they make noise. As long as I'm holding them. I am trying to figure out if there's a clue in here. There's something in there, too. I know that's probably gonna lower down when I figure this out, but... I'm trying to think about what I saw in his little huttish area. It's like 4 wooden balls, 1 crystal ball. He had so many balls in there. What, honey? You're distracting me. I'm trying to think. Toss it. Ah! You jerk. What are you doing? She's like, I'm hungry. Okay. Literally just do stuff forever and it's some sort of like locking mechanism or something. I don't. Like trying to make patterns that make sense to me. Does it matter which direction I move them from? Get really annoyed with that sound. Is there something in the manual? Now that I have it up? Probably not. Is the Ubisoft tips line still available? Yeah, I don't see anything in here. It's just talking about controls and who to contact if you have problems or whatever. It's coming back to me now when I came to these worlds, how long I have been waiting. I remember who I am and who my enemies are. Your sons, Atris, Cirrus, and Akinar. Do you know what they did? There's not a lot in here to help me out. Okay. Some games, some older games used to have stuff in the manual that was pivotal to knowing how to play the game. Clues. I made that joke when I played Myst, the first one, Everett. I was reading the manual and I read out the tip line and I couldn't help myself. I laughed so hard about the idea of calling them. Alright. There's no clues! What am I supposed to do? There's literally like a million places that these could go. We look like at Atris's journal. I don't think there's anything in here either. Yeah. I'm trying to think, is there anything to how the island looked? Can I access a map? Some of the games had maps. I don't know if this one does. I'm trying to think about the way the island is arranged, but there's more of those things than there are these balls. Was there like an image in his like little tusk area that I missed? I'm gonna go back to his house. Because there's 6 circles here. There's... yeah, but they're not... they're all... they're all on the same, like, plane, though, so that wouldn't... I don't know. You don't... I'm gonna go to his home. See if that gives me answers. See if there's anything I missed in here that would give me an answer to this. Wait a minute. Is it a Nautilus symbol? Like through a constellation kind of format? You can look closer at it. Wait a minute. Does that mean I can do something with it? Wait, if that just went up... is it gonna come back down? Aha! I knew having these journals would be handy. Okay. What is this one? Back out. Alright. don't know why this cage moves around it, though. Okay, I'm still going up. Did I unlock that? No. Okay, I don't know what I did then. Do everything I needed to do down there? It just wants to take off people's fingers, I guess. That's what that cage is for. This is the part that I'm probably not doing the right thing on. So it's springs and springs going one direction. No springs. Springs. One direction. I really don't know. No, not really. Okay, I see. Hey, sweetie pie. That's all I did. Alright, let's see. So two of them from the long ones, the springy looking part needs to be going away from the short piece. So and there's also what? What do you mean? What happened? What happened to my mouse? Don't do that. Don't confuse the shit out of me like that. I guess those are all the same. The short ones. At least I couldn't really tell a difference between them. Maybe whatever I have to do to solve the balls thing is something I find somewhere else. Hey, sweetie. Am I still gonna go up? But I literally have no idea what I'm trying to do. I still went up. So either I didn't do it right, or I changed something else, or other parts of it reset and I didn't realize that. Did I know where... Okay. Take me back down. I think this is gonna be it for the night. I did solve a puzzle, and I am proud of myself for that. So we will get out of the elevator. And then I will go over the schedule and everything. So, let's save. So let's talk about, ow, schedules. Hitting my elbow on my printer. In the links below, there is a link to buy my novel, a link to tip me, a link to join my Discord, and a link to join my Wotwas. And if you join my Wotwas as a paying member, you get access to exclusive stuff like the exclusive live streams on Sunday, plus exclusive stuff only available on Wotwas. For those of you that are on Twitch, most of that stuff's only available on the Rumble channel. Because Twitch gives me just a tiny little space to put anything. Hi, honey. I'm glad that I'm off to a good start. According to someone who's already played it. What did you do? So, what was I saying? Book club on Alice's Book Circle is January 18th, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The book is A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess, and you can be on that live stream with me if you read the book and you ask me to be on the live stream. Hi, honey. Can you get down? You're gonna do something I don't want you to do, like break something. She nearly knocked my work laptop to the ground today because she's like stepped on it and like it was not fully on my desk. Partially my fault. And then the schedule for the week is tomorrow nothing. Sunday at noon is the exclusive live stream for Hogwarts Legacy. Sunday night is gaming review. I've already released the wheel spin in the exclusive places. Monday nothing. Tuesday, Baldur's Gate 3, the Fidessa run where, not Fidessa, it's Genevieve run where I'm trying to romance Gale, and it's my first playthrough. Wednesday, the Dim News, maybe on the Dim side on Rumble. Thursday is the Hogwarts Legacy rerun live stream. Thursday night, the Dim stream on the Dim side on Rumble. We are talking about two movies called Silent Night. The one from 2021 that was on Netflix, starring, I think, Matthew Good and Keira Knightley. And then the 2023 one starring Joel Kinnaman. Oh, God. Everett, it's really, that book is really hard to read because it's completely in slang. And I usually read the books twice before, and I was like literally like, someone give me like a full like summary of things that happened, because there are some points because of the slang that I was like, am I wrong in thinking that X just happened? like, I'm like confused because I do not speak. They have a name for it too. It's like Natsat or something like that. I would have to. He even calls it what it is, at some point. But anyway, I'm trying to think. What else is going on? Next Friday, no live stream. And that is the schedule for the week. It's not Cockney Crass. I think it's a made up slang that Burgess made up. I would have to research it, which I'm going to before the book club. That is, because I looked it up a little bit and it said that it was like a combo of like something English and Russian. And I'm like, I doubt that's like Cockney. Which I've heard Cockney accents before in dialect, and I've not had as much of a problem with it as I do this. Mostly it's the dialect part that is hard to understand. Like there's these what is the word he uses for teeth? It took me a couple of times, but I realized that he was saying teeth. But I can't remember what the word is, but it's not teeth. Obviously, that would be easy to understand, but that's like one example where he's not even using like Drugies, maybe, or something like that. No, Drugs is the name of his buddies. But anyway, the book club's on January 18th if anyone wants to join. And that's everything for the week. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Merch. Yeah. Check out my new shop at cafepress.com/AlexofAllTrades for all kinds of products with my face on them.